Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wooly1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back for Eco. Batman is here, thank you for claiming first. And Jonathan's here and wants me to wear the shark hat. Kelsmar, welcome in. And you weren't here in time to save me from the redeem. You still kinda could. That's okay, the shark hat is not anywhere near the worst one. And Iron Ducks is here with the Dillard's Intercom tunes, get you every time. Well, that is Huggy Beats. Alright, shark hat on. And shark hat off. Let's see some old Huggy Beats. I mean, I've been using it for 5 years. So yes. Let's see, what the heck? The OBS chat embed plugin thingy is being weird today. Alright, that's good. So last time, did I break it? Probably. Newer stuff is a bit more up-tempo. Newer stuff is less like 3 or 4 years old. Yeah, this was, well, before he retired from music, I guess. But yeah, I've been using it for a while now. Probably since whenever I put that, the new logo and things like that in place, which were probably, yeah, 4 or 5 years ago anyway. The issue that I have with some of it is either some of it's a little too slow, or a little too fast, or a little too, I can't even tell you what it is. But it's just not me, I guess I will say. And in that song, there's a couple of them that I liked. That one being one of them. That one felt like it fit me, and I think that is isn't that Texas Barbecue? I think is the name of it. You do you, indeed. And yeah, the chat embed is being really weird today. Now it's put text over my game, but I don't think you guys will see it. No, you don't see it. It's just a weird floating thing on my end. Weird, weird, weird. All right. Reminds you of elevator units? Yeah, I think that's what Iron Ducks was implying. The Dillard's something music. All right, so we're gonna hop in and take a look around first, and then we'll end up at the we're gonna build the barn, and the barn is gonna take a little bit of effort, but well, that's what we're here for, is effort. Although I do have one thing that I want to make, which is, if it's here, I think it's here. Yes, I need to make another one of these wooden sliding doors. I have one somewhere. I need to find it. Feels you because it's so damn sexy. I think it's over in the other boxes, but I want 2 of these because we're going to use these for the barn. Even though they don't quite fit a barn, they're as close as we can get without, or with what's available in the game, I think. Lurkin? Alrighty. Thanks for the lurk, I appreciate it. Here's the other one. So I already took a load of lumber out there. We're going to use the softwood lumber because I'm going to paint it anyway. And it's got the softwood and hardwood lumbers have the larger board sizes. They're like half a meter thick as opposed to like a third. With 2 panels instead of 3 per meter kind of thing. And, or tall, I guess, not thick. And so I think those will look better for a barn. But the warehouse is finished. I have loaded it up with a couple of stockpiles full of clay, 1 stockpile full of shale, and 1 stockpile full of whatever that stuff is called, sulfur, crushed sulfur. And I went ahead and finished it all up because I was tired of dealing with the crane. So I just we had that ladder that we had from last time. I just went up on the roof with the wagon, the cart, and just built the whole roof real fast. So that's all done. I wanted to have it all done and loaded in because I want to use the spot where all that stuff was, or 3/4 of that stuff was, over by the house to build a barn. So I also, oh, I forgot to grab. I should have grabbed the. I also went through there on the grass next to the warehouse with the machete and trimmed it a little bit. But I wanted to show you guys the machete next time I go back into town, because I think I put it back in the box. So, and then of course the farmhouse is done. I'm still considering painting it, but I don't know if I'm going to. And then here's where we're going to build the build the barn. I don't know exactly how big I want this, but probably something like maybe like 10 by 15, or maybe even longer than that, maybe closer to 20. These doors are 4 blocks. And then I definitely want to have it be an even number of blocks wide, because the odd number there kind of got weird at the top with the connection for the peak, although we won't have that problem here. So let's take a look at the claim sizes here. Come off by maybe 1 meter. Yeah, 10 I think wide, 2 claims wide is probably fine. And then maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe we'll go 20. Yeah, let's go 20 by 10. I think that's a good size. And so I brought the skid steer here because I'm going to actually do this all with that, rather than trying to figure it out myself. So we're going to take out this one here, and that'll be our starting point. And I got to take out like 12 blocks. Get us started. And I left the one of the big stockpiles here, partially to load the lumber into, partially to load the dirt into once we get that far. That was 4. I think I got to go all the way to where that grass is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'd like to go back into town and go through some of the other professions and their recipes and try to figure out other stuff that I should have already looked at that I missed or wasn't unlocked yet, and we kind of zipped past it too far. And I'm full already. And I've already lost count. Stop right there and see where I'm at. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually went 3 blocks too far. All right. Well, that's easy to fix. Well, 1 block too far, but it took out 3 blocks too many. Ah. Watch that first hill. It's a doozy. Shame on me? Yes. And then we go again to there. Yep. This would have taken about 3 times longer with the shovel rather than the skid steer. I missed that one. Let's see. I want to grab, oh, those 3, just like that. Gravy. Instead of turning all the way around, I'm just going to back it up. And a single block left there. Well, besides those 2. The only problem with the skid steer is the 5 quadruple stacks means you get these stacks of one of a thing, and you can't do a damn thing about it. Gotta get rid of them. Alright, and this is all dirt, right? Let's see. Dirt, 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 dirt. I just put those in. Yeah. Oops, caught it just in time there. Little sneeze. Sneeze. Father of virtue. Let's see. Should I go with this with the border? Yeah, I think so. Up. Pop goes the skid steer. My allergies have been weird today. Gonna be that time though. Alright, well there's most of the lumber that I shifted into this already. Still have quite a bit left though, so we'll see how far we get. Because I didn't actually figure this out beforehand, so it's kind of down to whatever, however, wherever. Okay, and then I actually need to find where this door is going to go. These doors are going to go, which should be these four right here. And those four right there. Let's see, that should be the other way around, right? Yes, it should be. That one up, this one. Let's see, how do windows work in a barn? Freak. Great question. None, usually, except maybe like a hayloft kind of window upstairs kind of thing. So we might just not put any at all. I kind of wish they had a door that would apply here. The next best one would be the lumber garage door. But even that one, it's not really a barn door. Although, that one would at least let me drive my vehicles in. But this is mostly just me for decoration. I don't think I'm going to park the tractor here. And height on this, I think, is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 5 is good. And then I'm trying to decide how to handle the roof because we don't have multiple different types of slope tiles for the roof either. I think we can handle that okay. You and some of you. Let's see. So walls like this. Can't go that far. There. "10 days and 10 minutes away. Hopefully we make it." Not using the crane? No. No, 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 no.
Nerd alert!
Another nerd. Welcome in. Today's nerd shirt is... Oh, I don't know. A little more than half of a B-17 bomber. Yeah, so maybe it's like a B-11. Somewhere in there. Wireframe drawing. Let's see. Should I go one more? Up higher. I think I should go one higher. Means I will almost certainly not have enough lumber. It's okay. Rabbit, get out. They actually can't get out because they can't go through doors even if they're open. But it can clip through the wall apparently. So never mind. How you doing, nerd? Who needs a door? Yeah, just go down the rabbit hole. Okay? Okay. Works for me. And then, let's go with a ladder here. Memphis Belle used to fly out for the local air show here. Haven't seen it since COVID. You wonder what happened? Yeah, we have Yankee Lady, here near us. Probably, well, it's up by where I work, actually. Kind of, so, like, half-hour away from where I live. But, yeah, she hasn't flown in a couple years either. We were actually just talking about it recently, because my wife got to ride on it. They used to do, like, or touristy flights, I guess you would call them, where you would get to ride it, and it was expensive, but you know, so minimally available experience, so worth it. But it was they haven't done it in a couple years. She might have been one of the last actual trips on it. And largely it's because the damn things are 80 years old now. And they're expensive to maintain. And so unnecessary trips are probably not the best idea. They're old girls, you know? But yeah, I think we went to a air show out there where she's kept, and I think Memphis Belle was up for that air show too. This was like 4 years ago or something now, 4 or 5 years ago. It's sad, but also like, you know, those are old freaking planes. So, let's see. How about how much more we need to have here? Oh, wait a minute. That's not the right one there. Uh-huh. That one is, though. Okay. So, I need... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 20, which is 140, minus those 6 left. 14 quadrillion 693 million and 12. Apparently the Belle moved to Dayton at the Air Force Museum. That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, same. Although it was kind of, I tell the story to a lot of people. I may have told it before on the stream, but when my wife flew on it, I was there at the airfield, and I wasn't sure it was going to get enough speed. It did not look like it was moving very fast on takeoff. Like, it's just like, and it's like, are you gonna? Yeah, they have tons of lift. I know it. It's moving like. It looked like it was moving like maybe 40 miles an hour. And it was just like, are you going to be able to lift off before you get to the end of the runway? But it did. It did. And that's the important part. Tons of lift, in fact. Yes. Ha ha ha. Too far away. No, I'm not too far away. I just missed it. Idiot. Okay, so we need to make another 140. Maybe a little more. Just to make an even batch of softwood lumber. I will probably do some kind of an opening for a hayloft. So maybe I don't need the 140, but I'm just going to go ahead and make some amount. Let's see, that. Okay, that's good. How many boards do I need for this? If I do, well, I can't do that many. 80? Yeah, let's do a batch of 80 crafts, which is 160, which means that I need 380 softwood boards. This, that, and that. Saw board. And 380 divided by 3 is 130 will do. And I need to transfer in that much softwood into the storage because I tweaked the storages a bit also. So I moved most of the logs into a separate storage. I need to name them yet, though. I forgot about that part. Separate from where I'm actually crafting them at, just for reasons. 120, 130. Like that. Very loud tones of lift, indeed. Name in the game. Jonathan, which shop would you like to have named after you? We have a lumber shop that is unnamed, a carpentry and logging shop that is unnamed. That one is done. We have a masonry and mining shop that is unnamed. Tailoring shop. A farming shop, which I'm farming more, which I'm calling a grange, and I think that's the only ones that are available. What you think? Main Street looks great, thanks. Yeah, this is a lot more work than I usually put into Eco, but I am glad that I did do it because it was really worth it. And I love these lights, the model of these lights. They're really nice looking. The lumber. Well, not the storage, but the shop itself. You come up with a name? Okay. And so while that's crafting, let's look through some more recipes, or crafting tables rather, see if there's any other recipes we haven't made. Here, and specifically for the pottery ones, I think we made everything. Yeah, we did. Here, and again, specifically for the pottery ones, oh, we need to make bathtubs. We need to make toilets. We need to make... We could make some brick fireplaces, but I think I'm going to go straight to ashlar. We could make one, I guess. Yeah, we could make one. Let's queue up some stuff. So bathtubs, I think I have 3 bathrooms worth. Let's go ahead and do 3 of those. And then... 1 brick fireplace should be fine, although I'll need to make some more brick if I do that. Let's see, 40? Yeah, 40 brick I need to craft. 76 mortar I'll need then. One of these. Let's see. Can't fix stupid, we can number with a 2x4. Wackawally Lumber Company. And it's cathartic. Yes. Sinks, let's do 3 of those as well. Little bathroom sink there. And the standing steel brick sign, I'll make one of those so we can see what it looks like. And then 3 toilets. And I got a lot of stuff to transfer in, but I need to let some of that stuff get crafted. So I need 76 plus 3 mortar. No, I didn't. You're right. I don't mind. I'll name that in just a moment. 24 and 54, I think. There you go. I need a bunch of steel, a bunch of iron, 5, 15, 19, and 9.5 is 29. So that's 34. No, 44. 44 iron. I can't see the iron from here. It's not. Oh yeah, there it is. 40 and 4. And there you go. And oh, that wasn't 40. That was only 20 because reasons. Do that too, and then this stuff can all go into. No, this one. Like this option too, while it's totally legal log laundering service. Let's see. One of the best bits of American Psycho is when Christian Bale's character kills Jared Leto and just says, "Hey, Paul," before smacking him in the head with an axe. Like that's the kind of satisfaction one might get from 2x4 therapy. Yeah. To put it bluntly, yes. I need 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9 white powder. A little bit of white powder. Actually, I'll need more because we'll have to put the other recipe in. Crafting. Am I 1 mortar short? I am 1 mortar short. Oopsie. There was white powder right... No, there wasn't either. One of these. Doop doop. Oh, that's not the right place. Right place is over here. Doop doop. And then you need 2 steel plates as well. Now let's also queue up those toilets. And I'm going to need 4 more or 3 more white powder, 9 pipes. One mortar short of a full barrage. 3 of those. What do you think your upgrade from Ryzen 5 to Ryzen 9? That's a tiny upgrade. Yeah. 2 steel plates, and I think it was 9 pipes. Don't think Mortifier will reach the asteroid. It depends on how close it gets first. 9 pipes. 9 steel pipes. I mean, if it gets super close, it'll definitely reach there. How you doing, Deathus? Good to see you. Let's see. 7, 8, 9. In time to be effective. Indeed. Indeed. Hydrate. All right. Put this stuff in here to let it get crafting, and then I will do the hydrate. he gets close enough, Wally can just stop it with his hands. It's a good point. Very good point. All right, so we're going to put these things in our house places someplace. Let's move the sign. But I want to gather up everything that I'm going to put into the housing, into one of these chests, actually. As we kind of collect things. Most of this stuff is garbage, but not all of it. I'm going to use those. I may use this and put it up. Behind things. I'm going to need another chest then. Chest. And wood. Would you believe it? You'd watch that, yes. Ooh, I should use... I can still use. Okay. And wood. Take some of this. Most of the stuff is basically garbage. These technically aren't garbage. They should be elsewhere. Garbage. Oh, there's 2 chests right there, Wally. You're an idiot. They should have been in here all along. Which is why I didn't see them. I may use these paper lanterns too. I have an idea for those. Might even be short enough to make one of them tic-tac-toe videos. I don't know what you're talking about now. Those things can go in there. And then also these that... Apparently I was off by 1. No, they haven't finished making all these things yet. What am I short on? Iron. Oh, I forgot about the iron. We need to do more iron. Oh, sweet irony. Thing all the others usually take with the short videos. Oh, TikTok. I gotcha now. Yes. I need 5 and more iron bars, I guess, maybe? That's the one, yes. Mark, welcome in. Tic-tac-toe. That's all the clay I have, too? Whoopsie. Oh, no. TikTok is the name of the guy from Return to Oz. It was indeed. I forgot about that movie. Probably smartly. Okay. That's everything I think then from here. Yeah, that we didn't make yet. I'm going to stick these in that chest as well, because this is going to be the stuff that we need to distribute throughout the housing. Those, and that, as well as this one. And this sign I will add to the sign collection, which I'm going to use some of, but many of which will just get put away. This is one, I remember this one now. This is one that I wish you could turn around. Because... you can only write on one side of it, which means that if you wanted to have these, say, matching each other on either side of a street, you can't do that. You can only have it one direction. And also, since you can only have it one direction, you are kind of stuck with it only having a singular appearance. We do have these glass buoys scattered around, and vases as well. We made framed glass doors, glass lenses. We might actually need to make some more of those, or some of those in a little bit. But I'm going to wait until we actually need them and see how many we need to make. Because they're only used in 3 things. So, and we're not going to make one of them because one of them's only good for, multiplayer. So we're not going to make one of them. But the other two we're going to make, but I need to know how many I need. I might only need 2 lenses total, so I don't want to make a bunch without needing them. We made light bulbs, of course. We made all these other vases. They're round, but we don't have them on hand. And then the standing glass sign we need to make as well. Let's make another batch of quicklime glass, I guess. Let's see. This is a batch of 20? No, let's do 40. I need 57 sand and more quicklime. I also am going to need some food. Those boards got done a while ago, by the way. I need to switch over and make some of that lumber. What are these? 4 of these. 4 of these. I'm glad I found this relatively simple set of things to make, to use for my food, for my primary bit of food. There's a really good set of things without being overly expensive and whatnot. The 57 sand and some more quicklime. Let's see, a quicklime batch I think is 40. Yeah, let's do that. And 57 sand, I think I already had some. No, I didn't. Or maybe I do, but just make at 1. Okay, doesn't count. Some, it's just 1. There. And then I need to grind up some sandstone or granite. I think it's time to switch to granite for a minute. Yeah, I'll take it for granite. Let's do 12 of those. And once that's done, then I can make a standing glass sign, 2 screws, a steel bar, and 2 wood boards. Oh, that's right. I need flaxseed oil, too. What were we making? Making 80. I need another stack of nails and some flaxseed oil. I might actually have to go harvest flax. I think we talked about that the last time. And I forgot about it. Steel bar? Screws, 1 steel bar, 2 boards. Yes. Let's drive the tractor over and harvest the flax. I forgot about it. Means I'm going to need 100 flax seeds to replant. I don't know if I have any or not. Available. F is for flax. That's cotton. I have 15. Can I make some more flax seeds? 80 should be enough, but I might as well make the 160 that I can almost make. And then we'll just take 100 with us. We get that far. Sand is just about done. I'll shift that over. Bacon with a fork. to take a couple minutes to get that flaxseed done. Makes a lot, but it's slow. Lots of seeds here that I don't need, but I've got them. These need to go. These need to go. Oof. Not going to get those very far. Can I push these that way somewhere? Maybe there. Then keep shifting them down. I had a plan for these. I don't know that I'm going to still use that plan, but I had a plan for them at a point in my life. I made a big stack of them because I thought I was going to use them. That sign's done. Good. Need to transfer that quicklime too. Quicklime, Molly. Quicklime. Okay. Yeah, all this really needs is even front text, back text kind of thing. And that would satisfy my issue with that. Okay, we should have our seeds now, so we can head over to the farm. Just about. I mean, that's probably enough because we'll probably get some from harvesting. But I would rather have all of what we need and then have extra rather than not have enough and have to come back. All right, off we go on the old slow putt-putt. Since it's nighttime, you can really see the effect the lights have on the town. They were certainly a bright idea. Harvest. Oh yeah, already getting seeds. That's right, I gotta take that workbench with me too. All right, 900 flax harvested. And then we can do the plow. I got 32 extra seeds out of that deal. Yep, I would have been fine with 40. Having made 40, I mean. Let's see. That's fine, but I would like you to catch that extra bit there. There we go. I don't think I can carry 900 flax, unfortunately. But I would like to not have to drive the tractor all the way back. Right now. Alright. Let's see. And then, planter. Planter? Alright, give me more. Miss one over there? Yes, it did. All right, 32 left. Perfect. Planter back away. Drive this thing back to town. Needs a street gear and a farming gear. You can drive it on the roads faster. And some spinners, yeah. Or some of the not spinners, the stabilizers, so that the hubs don't look like they're spinning at all. The anti-spinners, or whatever they're called. And a baseball card in the spokes, yeah. The weighted spinners, so that they don't spin with the wheels at all. It's freaky if you ever see a car with those, though, because it looks like it's not moving. Yeah, stationaries. There you go. When it is really freaky. All right, you go in there, and flax goes in here. Yes. Weighted spinners. They wait to spin and never do. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Upstairs. 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 Make some flaxseed oil. I need 20, basically. Well, that's how many we'll make. And I'm going to make some more flax seeds, too, because I'm going to need them. At least eventually. This, that. Spin to weight ratio. Nice. Okay. So we, I think, have now explored what we can get out of this profession as well, glass making. These glass buoys, I think I already put all upstairs, unless we want to make more of them, which I'm going to wait on that idea. And then here in logging, the only recipes we have here are the 3 charcoal ones for this. And then the other recipes besides the pottery ones are the tallow lamp, which we don't want anymore. And the bloomery, which we have one of, and we don't need any more of those ever again. The carpentry profession. I think we did most everything. Distribution station will only do us good here if we were in multiplayer. Easel we have, and we did a little painting. Farmer's table, fabric scooching station, fletching table, hewn furniture. We have all of that. Huge banner sign. That one we should make one of. And a huge wooden banner sign. And a huge Bruce banner sign. And there's also wooden frames here. Ornate wooden frames, and then I think just plain wooden frames. Those are made out of lumber. Mixer, pottery table. Real estate desk is a multiplayer thing, mostly. We could technically use one here, but registrar is also a multiplayer government thing. You're welcome. Small shipyard, we have one. We need to work on our dock yet, though, at some point. Standing signs, store signs, we made plenty of those. I almost wish that I had bothered to spend the money on these fancy-looking signs, but I didn't. Tailoring table, towel rack. I think we have towel racks, but we might only have made one. I think we need 2 more of those. These are carpentry items. Well, those probably were too. No, actually, those were logging items. Okay, so I don't want to do these yet. Put that back in there. So we'll make these, but we'll make them in a little bit. Wainwright, what are we all do? Wood plaque, we don't need. Wooden frames, yeah, those are here. Those are hewn logs. Wooden gears, we made some. Wooden keels, we made some. Made some. Okay, so this stuff is what I want to make next. I need 6 cotton fabric, 6 linen yarn, and then 6 cotton fabric, 6 linen yarn. Tailoring, well, it's right here. Cotton fabric and linen yarn. 12. I don't have enough cotton fabric. Oh no, that's the loom, but let's do an automatic loom, maybe. If... let's see, do I have... Oh geez, I don't have any of this thing linked up. There, please. Where do I have module at? Okay, we'll make those things. Forgot about the nails. Let's see. Let's see. Nails. Did I miss them, or have I spent all of them? Ah, they're there. And that goes into carpentry? No, that goes into lumber. Can I see lumber from here? No, but I'm just going to drop them in here. Okay, good. Those 2 signs. And then we can go back and make those other 2 things that needed the other profession. Down near the bottom, what were they again? Towel racks. And that's going to need 38 more cotton fabric. Which I think I made enough, but I might not have. That's what that one looks like. And it's on both sides, just like the other big signs are. And this one is kind of the same type of thing, just you put it either on the ground or you put it up on your own supports. And I think it's also both sides, yeah. Weird that this one isn't. But I guess it isn't weird because it's not lit, but that one's lit on both sides. We're going to have some of them are 2-sided and some of them aren't. And it's kind of arbitrary. $38 cotton fabric. I don't have enough. Make a bit more. Okay. And those will go in the box of goodies once they're done in 50 seconds. Going across the street to the other side. Again, this we already kind of looked through, but the only 2 recipes, I think, or maybe 3 recipes that are engineering based in this is these 2 here, water wheels and windmills, as well as wooden gears. We've made plenty of those things. And then here we actually have some stuff we've missed. Namely, stop signs and street signs. How many stop signs and street signs do I want? Well, stop signs. There's 2 here in town. This street stops against that one. So 2 there. And then let's turn off the property thing so I can see. 1 here. That's 3. 4, 5, 6. There'll be a 7th one over here someplace. That's it for that street. 8, 9. That's it for that one. And anything else? 9 stop signs. And what about street signs? Definitely going to want to have probably 4 of them here. But I don't know how many other ones I'm going to want. See what they cost. Let's make 10 of these, because making 9 and making 10 is basically the same cost. And not really, basically, but be close enough. And then street signs are going to also be, let's just make 10 of those. Also, why the heck not? Actually, you know what, let's make 5 to start with, and we'll make, because that's the minimum batch. That's affordable. I believe the street signs do not stack, which is another reason not to make more than we need, because otherwise we're stuck with them. Because you can customize them, you can put your own words on them, so therefore they are unique, which is why they don't stack. So there's those 2 things. And then beyond that, the wood shop cart is kind of neat looking, but we don't need to make it because it's only for multiplayer stuff, really, because you're selling stuff. And everything else I think we've made in here. So that's that profession out of the way as well. We already looked at this when we looked at the mining stuff. We did everything in here. It was simple. I never finished that wall. Oopsie. Those 2 things, these things we made over here. I'll take those, please. And let's also swap back to logging, I guess, here. Although, I don't know. And I still also have these 3 sets of wooden lamps that are in here. 3 different types that I want to put in that box as well. Because that is, once again, our storage. Do 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 do. All the things we need to figure out how we're going to arrange them in the housing. So next thing we have is either lumber or mechanics. Let's go ahead through lumber here. We have plenty of bookshelves now. Mana mana. Port chair. I think I want to see what these look like. Oh yeah, mana mana. Yeah. I think I want to see what these look like, but I don't want to make a bunch of them. So I think I'm just going to make like 2. We'll see if they're useful, but that's for that. And then also these decorative ship's wheels too. I don't know. I'm going to want to put at least one of those up, but we'll just make one. 4 cotton fabric. First thing. Elevator call post. I will want some of these, but I'm not going to do it yet. We'll wait on that one. Large lumber door. I did not make the large lumber door, but I made the large windowed lumber door. And unless somebody really, really wants to see what the large lumber door looks like compared to the large windowed lumber door, I'm not going to bother. They kind of look the same, just that one has windows and this one doesn't. Logically speaking. Lumber furniture, lumber dresser. I may make some of these. Actually, I think I will end up having to because I don't think there's any... Yeah, we're going to have to. We're going to want at least 3 lumber dressers. But I think I'll make one of each type, which means I'll need to make some hardwood lumber. So let's make that one and this one. And then I'll have to make this one... I'll have to make some hardwood lumber for that one later. Oh, okay, oof. No, I didn't want to do that, though. Let's take that back out. Because I'm going to want to have... Yeah. Lumber furniture, though, we may end up with more of it. But only if we actually need it will I make it. Window shutters. We never looked at these either. What are we doing on lumber? Let me get... Before I spend too much of this, let me get this out of the way. Before I spend it accidentally. Because we need it for the barn. And I don't see my truck. Well, I'll put it in the steam truck and we'll move it over from there, I guess. Oh, there's the truck. I just saw it. Okay, good. The shutters... I want to see what they look like. And I'd have to make 10 of each of them in order to get any sort of savings. I'm just going to make 1 of each of them. And, good enough. Made that. I think I have a wooden fabric bed someplace, so we'll leave that alone. We made the lamps. I didn't like this one. The wooden rudders, we'll need those when we experiment with the larger ships, which we will be doing. Sliding door, and then the other lamp. Okay, that'll be fine. Let's take a look at what these chairs look like. Interesting. I mean, they go in the court, which is part of the multiplayer government stuff. It's where they kind of match, but also interesting. They might be good for something. So I'll put them in the box to experiment with later. I'm going to probably end up needing one of those other boxes. And then these shutters, I want to see what they look like. Let's put them on this wall here just to kind of see what they look like. Oh, hello. There we go. Center, something, something. Oh, they're actually oh, no, they go on the windows. You shudder to imagine. Yes, they go on windows. They only go on window blocks? No, they go on regular blocks too. Okay. But yeah, so we can have center shutter. Oopsie. A left shutter. and a right shutter, and these ones fall back into the block and you put them on it, but this one does not. Interesting. Maybe, but I don't know what I would really honestly use them for. So I'm going to put them in this box as probably not. So, probably not. And then the last bits of things here are all going to be this, and that's all furniture we've already experienced. So I think that profession's done. I don't know that there's much else here that we haven't done, but let's just take a quick look and then we'll head out to our thing. There's our right shutter. Where's the wrong shutter? The one that didn't go flat against the wall. Assembly lamp boiler, camera film. We'll play with that when we play with the camera, whenever I find the cameras. Copper wiring, dynamite we've played with. Laboratory, we have one of those. Lathe, lighthouse lamp, we made one of those. Medium shipper, we got to make one of those yet. But we're going to do that after we get the dock done. Or the port done. Printing press, screening machine, screw press, shaper, small paper machine. We need to play with the printing press more, but we'll do that. Steam engine, steel buoy. We should make a steel buoy. Or two, maybe. I'll just make one, because I think there's other buoys. I think there's plastic ones or something. Tripod camera. There we go. You need one lens, so I think I'm going to need just 2 lenses total. So let's go ahead and queue one of these up. I'll need 4 leather, 8 boards, 1 lens, 1 light bulb. And I think lenses were a single... Yeah, let's just make one single thing here. Did I have any more light bulbs? I do. Wait for the lens to come out. And then 8 boards, 4 leathers. 8 boards, 4 leathers. I might have some leather in one of these boxes here. I don't. I moved some somewhere, but I don't remember where I moved it. No, that was the cotton. Never mind. Never mind. How many leathers? 4 leathers? All right, that's the last of that table. Oh, then we need to go back to the film. Let's make... I need a light bulb for that, too. Let's just make one batch of this. 5 paper, 1 light bulb. Paper. Okay. Tripod camera. What is that used for, you may ask? Well, you can take photographs with it. So let's say we want to take a picture of our downtown from one end to the other, kind of like this. Maybe offset just a little bit like that. We can do, and this is black and white. The tripod camera is. Well, I took a picture. I guess we're going with that one. So you have some options here. We can change the aspect ratio of the picture. We can go square, and we can go tall. We have here a timer, which will let me move before I take the picture. We can zoom, obviously. We also have the amount of film here that we have in our storage, which we already used one. And then we can also browse the path to the pictures locally here. And so let's back out of that and move it. Yes. So I don't know exactly what I want to do with the cameras yet, but or what pictures we want to take yet, but we will take some more pictures and we'll probably use them for something along with the painting that we did earlier. Maybe we'll do some more paintings. I haven't decided that part either yet. This, we did both of those. This, we might have done everything in. Definitely sink. This is like an industrial sink. I should make one just to show you all what it looks like. Tractor stuff, yes. Steam truck, waste filter, wooden elevator. I did not make a wooden elevator. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I don't know that I'll use it, but maybe we should make it anyway. 2 lube, 2 cellulose fiber. I may not have the cellulose fiber. I do. And 2 lube and 15 lumber. I may not have the lumber anymore. Nope, I don't think I do. Nope. Alright, let's make some boards then. Sawboard. And let's make hardwood this time. I'm gonna make, I don't know, just make like 50 of them. There. Do 2 lube. I think I have lube over here. I do. All of our stop signs as well. We'll go out and put those out at some point. No, not right now. That's what she said. Yeah, we'll wait for that lumber, or we'll do that lumber in a bit. Actually, for the next minute and a half, we'll make some signs, or we'll put some signs out. Street signs. 4 of these and 2 of these to start with. But I think I would like to do, let's see, the stop signs maybe first. And that's here. Let's see for shit though, there we go. Stop. And stop. I think the street signs could be back a bit from the stop sign, so maybe like here. And this will be Heretic Boulevard. As will this one label the same. And then here, I think I will just put the street signs right here. And this will be Heretic Way. Because as if you've, as a lot of cities do, we can have an annoying set of streets that are all the same name with very slight variations. Okay. The boards got done while we were doing that little bit, so putting this away here, and then we can go grab some wood. And including making the large, or the hardwood lumber dresser too. Oh, I didn't make the lumber first, right? Lumber. Yes, you do. The only problem is I should have made, well, shoulda, coulda, woulda, I guess. I need to make some more flaxseed oil.
Nah, that's what she said.
That's what she said. That. This. and this. Because that finishes that one up, and then these two have stuff that we've made many of these, except for the metal keels, but we'll get to that when we get to the rest of the ship stuff when we build our port. The sink we made, and there's the steel buoy we made. That I'm going to put... So the sink is kind of interesting too. They've changed the model of this a couple of times. I don't know if it actually requires water flow now. It does actually require water input. But I don't know exactly what it's useful for besides just having water input. Like, there's no real use for it other than decorative, so I don't know why they bother with the water. So I'm not going to use the thing. It might be okay, like, in our big kitchen, as like an industrial kitchen, but kitchen sink, but meh. But this steel buoy, I am going to use, although I may make more of them. I guess I can show you what it looks like, though. There you go. That's what it looks like. It's a buoy. Oh boy. Alrighty. So, that elevator's just about done. I'm going to ignore that for now. We're going to go out and finish our barn. Because we also need to paint it. Wonder. Okay, you're not going to sink into this one, huh? Well, crap. Let's do... that then. You have to go up and down all the time. Now, let's see. I want to do, I think, this part first. Well, so much for not having to go up and down all the time. Missed the broad side of the barn. I was trying to think if I could do like the variably sloped roof like a barn kind of usually has with like the two different slopes, but I'm not sure how to do that. I would have done that. Unfortunately. Although maybe. Crazy idea time. See if I can pull this off. Kind of similar to what we did with the porch roof. What if I do flat roof here? Pretend that one on the end is also this. And then what if I do this then instead? No. I'm just going to do a regular peak. Oh, now I've done it. No. It's only the 1-2 slopes are only in brick and ashlar stone. And the 1-4 slopes are only in ashlar and the composite lumber. I think. So no. Unfortunately I don't. Like, otherwise that's what I would do. I would actually go probably to the 1-4. And it would look right, I think, with that. Although it had to be a bit wider, I think, in order for that to look right. I think the barn had to be bigger. Mix the materials and paint them red, but to hide the texture. I don't think so. Although the roof would be black, or charcoal, or whatever the heck. Alright, so I have 5 of this left. You should have every shape block, every material. Yeah. Well, that's also something we could pester Jake for a mod for. It's block forms. And then I do want to try to accomplish some kind of a barn door, like hayloft door looking thing. I also have these. Forgot about them. One, two. It might be too high up. No, maybe not. I mean, so the stereotypical kind of split slope barn is more like almost on 1-4 grade and then a 4-1 grade or whichever, like rise over run. Yeah, 4-1 and then 1-4. Kind of, or maybe it's like 3, but either way, 4 would work there, I think. But yeah, oh well. Take 4 of these out, and I think for the door, I'm just gonna use maybe. I did. Maybe. Let's go see how that looks outside. But yeah, that would be something that could be modded in. That actually kind of looks like almost like a barn door. Like a loft door. I think we should leave it like that. What do you guys think? So the game used to, though, Mark, have where different shapes got unlocked with higher levels, and people used to throw fits about it because they were like, "Oh, I just want to build the way I want to build." And so they just went ahead and offered every shape for every material that they have the shape for, which doesn't mean that they've created all the shapes and all the materials yet. But yeah. So I need to do the ladder again so I can get up there. You didn't have to yell, nerd. Jeez, we heard you. So one of the other kind of attributes, I guess, for lack of a better word, of a barn, specifically a hayloft, which I might keep the lumber here for that. I'll just keep it in my truck. Is kind of the stereotype of that you can see through the boards of the floor of the hayloft. Part of that's a breathing thing, so the hay doesn't get if the hay gets a little damp or is a little damp, that it doesn't rot. So the boards are widely spaced. Well, not that wide, but the boards are spaced so that the air can breathe. The other part of it is, of course, as the wood ages and it dries itself, it shrinks, gets smaller. You'll see that on like deck boards and things like that, in your homes or whatever. Let's take all that with two, and I guess I should make some paint while we're here and experiment with that a little bit. I want a red, of course. We could go with this maroon that we did for the gas station. That's not quite barn red though. I think it needs to be more red than that. It might just need to be just plain old red. Like that. That's two reds and black. I think I might have some of that left. Do I? Maroon number 3. Yeah. I have some of that left, so let's go take that out. See what that looks like. Also going to take the paint spray, of course. And then I don't want black, but I do want like a charcoal color. So let's go with not quite black, but a really, really charcoal-y gray. Is that too light? Should we go with 80-20 or should we go with 75-25? Maybe 80-20. Let's make one batch of this, which is going to be, I guess, 25. And then we'll see how that looks for the roof. And then we can make more. We'll have to make some more base paint, though, of course. Well, all right, let's go out to the barn again. Try out these few new things. And if I recall correctly, my yammering there about the boards for the hayloft, the hewn logs dock form should look the way that I want the hayloft to look. And we're going to obviously use the dock form for the docks for the port as well, but I think I want to use them here. And I do wish these doors are bigger. A nice maybe 3 high version of this door would be maybe a little wider, maybe 3 high and like 6 wide would be perfect. Hey, Jake, you watching? I'm an ass. All right, let's do red to start with. Oh, I should have left my ladder up though, because we're gonna need to get up to the roof. Ladder in order to paint the roof. To be able to get up to the roof. Okay, red paint. That may not be bright enough. But I don't know that I can actually... That's 100% coating. I don't think I can make that any brighter. That's unfortunate. Alright. And let's take a look at what this is going to look like. Doing something to make it look like a large closed door and add a regular man door on the side. True. That doesn't look good at all. What the heck? This block type, I bet it's the block type. Ugh. Yeah. The block doesn't expose the color correctly. Black, straight up black might actually be better for this. But I'm taking this these few blocks back to town. And we'll stand there at the mixing station instead of hauling paint back and forth. We'll experiment with it out there, in there, and then come out with it. Do the painting. Yeah, this block doesn't take the paint as well as like the composite does. That's disappointing. Let's put 2 of these down. And put 2 of these down. Take the black, and do I have any straight up red? No, let's make some straight up red, but I think I'm going to have to do, nope, I won't actually. Black. Yeah, that's what I want. I just want straight black. All right, well, it is what it is. Because then it looks gray. And then the red still looks pink. But I think... still the darker red. This one here is better. Yeah, I think so. Any darker? Yeah. All right. So, I'm gonna need to make some more base paint. Need to move this out of the way so it doesn't get used for this. Let's put it over in lumber. Lumber, 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 lumber. And, base paint needs oil, but I'd rather use this oil that we have a billion of than the other. Let's make like 10, 20, what's the batch here? 40? No, it's actually 80. I don't need, well, do I need that much? Actually, I probably do need that much. Let's go with it. I need 19 iron bars. Dang it. You hold that. Now I gotta remember that I put it there. 19 iron bars. Put that, please. I hate that the paint sprayer screws with the, yeah, the darker red for sure from a distance. Darker red for sure. And you need some space for some stuff, so we'll put that in there. So base paint, and then we're going to want to mix, or we have, that's the super dark red. I don't want that one. Put this one away in there. Put this charcoal away in there. We're going to want, do some math here. That is a, the heck are we? A 10 by 20, which means I need 200 black. And then I think I did the walls 6 high. Right? So that's 6 by 20, which is 120. And then 6 by 8, which is 48. So that's another 80 basic, or 100 basic. So like 220. And then there's the peaks, which is a few more. So I'm going to need 200 black and 250 . 250 black, 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 red. I guess. I gotta wait for this paint to get made. This is maroon number 3. That's maroon number 8. This is maroon number 3 here. Am I going to put stockpiles in the barn? No. It's just going to be empty. It's just there for decoration. So that makes 15. How many did I say I need? Like 250? Let's go with 240. That should be enough. Just need to wait for the paint to get made. The base paint, that is. No, because there's no hay, so it's fine. Plus I had these 8 still, so it's 248. Okay, mixed those. Whoa! Oh, that was totally what I wanted you to do, game. Thank you. Oh, that's weird. Okay. And then we need 200 black. Reset and just do that. And I'll need 40 crafts of that. 40 mixes of that. Now we gotta wait for more paint to get made. We made 800, right? Mark, were you here when I drove by the warehouse? Showed the finished product. Down on the corner. Out in the street. Over here. Tiny little thing. I'll walk by there. Our way back. Only slightly out of the way. You're welcome. I too am a nerd. This. Alright. So let's pick up this. Not that we really need it, but pick it up anyway. Yeah, you missed the fun last time. I had a good swear time at that crane. Yeah, after we finished the farmhouse on Thursday, we started on the warehouse, and it was the crane is an annoying bit. You should go back and watch it. It's funny. From Thursday. But the warehouse is a little tiny. You can't hardly see it from a distance. I thought that doing the row windows at the top was nice because it allows some light into the warehouse while, hiding what's actually in there from idle viewers. So it's big enough to house 4 of the large lumber stockpiles, and plus a little bit of a aisleway here in between them. And yeah, that's what I thought too. I could paint this too, I suppose, but I think it looks fine with the bare metal. And so I have 2 stockpiles full of clay, 1 stockpile full of shale, and 1 stockpile full of crushed sulfur. Close the door. I can almost see steam coming out of my ears. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But it was a fun little project to do, I thought. The warehouse was kind of, totally useless because the stockpiles could be just put out in the open. There's no advantage to putting them in a building, except to kind of hide them in a building. So, yeah. All right, so I think this is already that red, right? Yes. We can just keep going with the red. I think I'll keep the floor as bare wood color. Don't accidentally paint my skid steer there. It's got to stay green. At least this modern paint sprayer paints a bit faster. Paint the trim white, yeah. So there are like these different areas, but I've not gotten the dang things to work. I don't know if that's only for certain types of things like vehicles or what that is, but it would be kind of nice, I agree, if you could paint. It'd also be nice if you could paint these frickin' doors, which you can't do. They don't even target. But if you could do, yeah, different colors for different parts of the block, that would be cool too. The farmers paint the rooms with a protective coating of linseed oil to keep the wood from weathering. You have to mix oil with animal blood or ferrous oxide, which prevented the growth of mold and fungi. And also give the paint a distinctive red-orange color. Which is why barns are still red to this day. Yes. Did I do the math wrong? Plausible. You know what I did? It's 6 by 20, which is 120 times 2, which is 240. Plus another 100. I'm going to be way short on the red paint. We're going to have to make some more red paint. Oopsie. Yeah, I only did 120 instead of 2 of them. We're going to be 120 paint short. I have to go make some more. That's fine. I also wish you could get end blocks for the slopes like that so you don't have to have the large blocks making it stick out weird. A lot there could be a lot more detail in the way you can build with this. Like, there'd be a lot of useful detail in that. But oh well. Each spray of this paint sprayer cost me a little bit of calories. I did do the math on the roof right, though. At least, so there's that. And I'm out. Alright, there we are. Go do the roof while we're here. And I'll go back and make paint we're missing. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Actually, I'll build the haylofts first because I'll need those anyways to be able to get to the upper blocks easier. Yeah, and that's true. If I really wanted to be precise, I could actually do the more precise math. I do wish that you could do this in a bulk spray, though. That would be a lot more useful. Okay, this is 100 on this side of the roof. At least did that math correctly. One whole stack gone. Or if it just worked faster, yeah. I mean, there's that. Yeah, no wonder about that auto cucumber there, Kalzamar. Too hungry. Man. Airbrushing is hard work. The one last piece of food, by the way, is my insurance policy, so I can get back to my food source faster. Although, to be fair, Mark, I don't know how much faster you could really expect it to work. It's pretty fast. It's just, it would just be nice if you could do it in bulk. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, so this red, and I need another 120, so that's 8 more batches. Yeah. Mix. Have the black back. Grab some food while I'm here in town as well. Oh dear. Need to make some more fruit muffins. And some more bacon. And some more kelpie crab rolls. Which we'll have to, somewhat have to wait until I go out and pick up the crab rolls. Or the kelp, rather. The crab. Yes, words, Wally. Words. Fruit muffins. And bacon. Fruit muffin. Calidorn is here? Yes. I like that. And then raw bacon. And kelpie crab rolls. He's more like a kelpie crab roll than he is a fruit muffin. And I need to make some more rice along with it. Alright. Anything else I needed to hear from town before we, back out? So? I just need to remember to pick up the crab when we come back by. That's the tough part. Not in there. Maybe in here? Bench. Get in there. Be able to make, though, about a third of the crab we need. That's good. Before we do any more painting of the red, I want to do this stuff with the hayloft. Okay, I think this is what I want. And I want to put it here, I think. Let's do floor, please. 8 blocks at a time, though. Maybe I should come down one more. Yeah, let's come down one more. I think I want to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 blocks out. And the same thing on the other side. And have the middle be open. 6 and 6 and 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Now let's just do 5 each. You rotate the direction for the beam. Yes, you can. But I'm thinking here, I don't want this block like that. Maybe? I don't know. You're the engineer here, Mark. You tell me. But do I want this broader support beam like that out front here? Or do I want it there? Okay. And then there's also... That's the one that I want? That's the one that I want. Okay. But probably not there, but maybe like, well, maybe there. Maybe here? 2, 3, like that? One more block. Of course I do. How does that look? And then I would put, like, probably one of these ladders. Hewn ladder? Probably doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what ladder. Like that. And I kind of wish it would plug itself into the sides there again, but we just have to pretend. And speaking of pretending, I want to actually do a little experimentation with the upper bits of the peak walls there a little bit before we paint them. Just squint, exactly. All right, so that's kind of what I'm thinking for the haylofts, and we'll have one on either side. Experimentation that I want to do though is with these blocks here. Would this look better or worse with these blocks here instead? I know. All right, fine. There. There. There and there. And I think the better is going to be on the outside rather than the inside. So again with the squinting, if you pretend that this overhang is more flat than triangular, does that look better or does that look better? I mean, it looks weird with the paint, I know, but does it look better with it being flat against the triangles there? Or would it look better with it being recessed so you have a little bit of an eave there, even if it's triangular instead of being flat? I think maybe recessed. If you pretend that the triangles aren't triangles. And with that response, I may do the same. Or if that looks better, I may change the peaks of the house to do the same thing. I forgot to make flour. No, I need fuel for the bakery oven. Oh well, I'll do that later. Also, we're gonna get another point in about an hour that we don't need. Oh, you're probably in ads right now, aren't you? All right, I'll do work on the other hayloft while we wait. Okay. This here. Come on. No? Fine. There. I think y'all are back from the ads. So any thoughts on this end style? The wood is not is flush with the rest of the wall versus this one where it's sticking out. I'm leaning toward the other one, and we'll probably do the same with the house then. But if you have thoughts, by all means. Did I miss that tile, or is that just being goofy there? I think it's just being goofy. Buggy game. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this here. And then these. Both look fine? And if you pretend that the triangles aren't triangles, I think it looks better with them being, that again. And this is where it would be nice to have the ability to paint parts of the wood different colors. Oh, I see what happened. All right. And back outside we go. Continue the exterior paint. Too far away. Guess I need to take the ladder down too. We don't need to get back on the roof or anything. And that one went back to being painted again. I still have 12 paint left. Nice. If I had 3 more, I wouldn't have had to do one of those batches, but I didn't, so I did. All right, so that's the barn. Nice little couple of hay lofts here. No hay to put in them, but what are you gonna do? This can come back with us, I suppose. And we need to grab the kelp, or no, the crab on the way back. And then also, I'll probably do the house, the change for that for the house off camera. Also drive the skid steer back off camera. Wait a minute. That. This, those, this, and that's the heavy stuff. Now, these are heavy too. Alright, that's full, so that's as far as we get. Let's go grab some kelp. No, some crab. Although, do I have enough kelp? I do not. I need to grab some kelp too. I don't have the scythe. Alright, well then we're not going to get that today. Right now. Sickle or whatever it takes. You cannot do anything with that unless you can reap it. I'll have to run back out here with the scythe or sickle or whatever it's called. I don't remember the difference between the two. And grab some of that. I don't think I can carry all this either. Nope. I need those last 3. Do. that a flying otter that I just saw? All right. Or is it a crab? Might have been that crab. I like how the truck is floating in the air until I get in it, and then it actually lands on the ground. Okay, carcass box is right there. Heavier than I thought. Thanks. Paint sprayer can go in here. Oh, it's in the truck. It's in the truck, I guess. Fine. Something else. Oh, I know what it was. The I was using. I mentioned earlier I was using the machete to trim some of the grass around where the warehouse is, and my thoughts immediately came to mind of, this is a knife. Yep. Modern scythe. And I forgot the fuel for the bakery oven. Too. I think I saw some over this way. I did. We'll go get this stuff over here. It's a little bit bigger. Not calories, oh no. I'll just eat. Alright. That's 120 stuff. It'll last for quite a while. In here, I can go back in my pocket. I gotta go through all that stuff. I'll go through that off camera too. I think, but I think also we're gonna leave this here and call it a stream. It's a stream. Call it a stream and see what we want to work on next time. Probably work on the dock, although we do also have the rebuild or the cleanup of the build for the oil field. I want to do something with that. I need to think about what I want to do with that, though, so probably do the dock first. And then after that, I don't know. What else we have to do? Any other crap that I've randomly mentioned that I haven't done yet? Oh, we need to build those new farms. That's right. So we'll work on those things coming up in the next couple of streams. We're getting close now to actually firing the lasers. Maybe we'll plan to do that next Saturday. I don't know. I think most of you come on Saturdays, don't always make it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So maybe we'll do that. We'll plan to do the laser stuff next Saturday, and then any other building we have to do, we can do after that. The next whatever days after that, and then kind of finish the game up probably in the next 2 weeks, I would think. But we'll see how that plays out. Frickin' lasers, exactly. So let me know your guys' thoughts, or maybe your availability if you'd like to be here for the lasers, but you can't be here Saturday, next Saturday. That is, let me know. But we'll try to plan for that and see how that goes. But in the meantime, check out my YouTube channel. If you aren't already there, you're missing like half my content. We wrapped with Blacksmith Master for now, but we do still have quite a bit of Outworld Station, or a bit of Outworld Station, I think, maybe quite a bit, and quite a bit of the Planet Crafter. So we're going to be working on those. A new game coming a week from Tuesday, I think. I think that's the date, a week from Tuesday. A new game coming then. We've played it before. You've seen it before, but the full game release is coming about a week after that. So we're going to get early access for media for that. So we're going to definitely take a look at that. It's a secret. And then we also have Against the Storm coming back at the end of the month, too, with the Bats update. So that'll be coming to YouTube as well. So you want to check that out. And then also, since we're only maybe a couple weeks away from finishing up with Eco, let me know your thoughts on what you might want to see. Next, Foundry and Captain of Industry are both kind of on the list, but I'm open to other suggestions as well, and also opinions on those too. So come to Discord and chat about that to me there. And also join us, of course, for community game nights on Fridays, and hang out, share memes, talk about other games, any games in technology and other things there in Discord as well. That's the Chill Gaming Friends Discord, hosted by Calendar and Lana, Jeff, and I. And then come back again tomorrow night for Sunday Shenanigans. We'll be probably playing Peak. It may just be Jeff and I. IT's still away this weekend, I think, and I'm not sure about Lazaric. Lazaric's availability. But we'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll get the next biome completed finally, the tropical biome, and we'll see. And then next week, of course, Eco on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So let's leave this here, and next time we will be back with some more, and we'll figure out what we're going to work on. I'll figure out what we're going to work on before we get here. So thank you all for joining me. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for chatting, redeeming, all the things. And we're going to raid Dragonheart Wormkin, so stick around for that raid. Have a good one, and bye for now.